All right, everybody, welcome back to another Gridiron Uncensored podcast edition. We're talking week 3. Trevor, myself tonight. Blake's out on the town doing his thing, but guys, it was a fun week. Hey, man, it's good to be back. It's been a minute, been sick, and all this other shit going on in the world. We're talking some football, to get us rolling. And guys, again, crazy week. We've already had 2 coaches fired, Trevor. I mean, oh my goodness. And Colton, we will, yes, you are here for the pain. I am so sorry for your pain, Kansas State, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, look, 2 coaches fired already, talking UCLA and Virginia Tech, of course. And I mean, just Trevor, what do you think? I mean, is that the right move? I think so. At some point you got to cut sling load, but
look, at the end of the day, I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well just do it. I mean, yeah. If you're not happy with the direction it's going, then bye, Felicia.
I mean, look at Stanford. They fired their whole staff in the preseason, and they beat Boston College this weekend.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It's time for Virginia Tech to get things rolling. It's a shame what that program has turned into.
Yeah, they have to really take a hard look at their operations, like everything top to bottom. Yeah. With that program needs to be overhauled.
Yeah, I mean it's bad, and that program deserves much more. And honestly, so does UCLA. I mean, they're a storied program. But they're playing at the Rose Bowl. They can't fill the stadium. I mean, you look at any other major league team that plays, it doesn't matter what team they're playing, they pack their stadiums. I know it's in LA. They got to drive all over hell and high water to get it, Pasadena, whatever. I don't give a shit. You've got to find a way to get your students and your fans in the stadium. You've got to build some sort of culture there, and it just wasn't happening.
I feel like not getting a quarterback that's a crybaby about money would be a great start to put your program on the right track. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and we've got a comment here from Levi. He says, hopefully Florida's next with Napier, Florida fan. And I think people are feeling that too. I mean, just ugly loss. I think it was like 5 picks for Lagway, right? Yeah. So, I mean, there's hot seats.
Lagway did not have a good game. I mean, I really think the Florida team is better than what they're playing, but
yeah.
Until they play the way I think they can play, I feel like I'm going to be in the minority on that one.
Yeah, I mean, the disrespect is there for a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, just crazy start off to what's going to be week 4 with the coaching fires. But Guys, we've got movers and losers from the AP poll coming up. We're going to talk some of our individual rankings. So we'll have the composite up in the morning for our top 25. And then we're going to talk about our pick'em games, gridlocks, and of course the kicking it up a notch players and teams of the week. We're doing a little bit different new graphic. Hope you guys like it. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play with Nico either. I mean, and Arch is looking pretty fucking bad too. But Jiminy Christmas, man, I wouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
the portal opens tomorrow, by the way, for those teams that.
Oh, that's right.
They have 30-day windows.
About that. Oh my god!
Since they did it in week 3, all these players can try to redshirt that haven't already. So I wonder how much loss is going to happen to these teams. Will they even be able to field programs?
Will Nico be a part of UCLA after this?
I doubt it. I bet he takes a redshirt year and
I mean, if he can, he will take it.
His brother probably leave too, and he's going to be on his 3rd school in less than a year. It's crazy. All right, but let's move on and stop talking about the losers of the world. I mean, we're still going to talk about a couple here, but looking at the AP poll real quick, movers and losers. Ohio State's number 1, Penn State 2, LSU is 3, Miami's moved up 1, and Georgia as well. Oregon dropped back 2. They played Northwestern, whatever, but Georgia and Miami both had wins against top end opponents. And yes, I do think USF is one of those. Florida State creeping up 3 spots to number 7. Texas dropped back. They just have not been looking good. Texas A&M with a nice move up 6 spots. They're 3-0. Oklahoma right outside of the top 10 up 2. Ole Miss moved up 4. Bama up 5. Utah, Texas Tech, and Indiana all up 4 and 3 respectively. And then the biggest drop was for Notre Dame, down 16 positions. And we'll bring this up really quick here from a friend Colton. I hear you. So many people are saying it that Notre Dame does not deserve to be ranked. I know that they have a 0 next to their name. They've only played 2 games. They've lost both, but they have also played 2 really good opponents. It's not like they've started off playing, cupcakes this year and then they get to have a nice 2-1 or whatever.
Never in a million years. If you were to say, "Hey, Trevor, we're going to record this. We're going to do this podcast," and you're going to end up defending Notre Dame.
Yeah, we're Michigan fan. Like that. What? I Notre Dame. I hate Notre Dame.
Find reasons to not like Notre Dame when they're likable, but in this case, like, I like the freshman quarterback. I like what he's doing. I like the team. The running back's elite. They just got. I feel like they got out coached just a little bit, but I mean, that's my biggest knock with Notre Dame is I think that their coach isn't elite enough. He's been good. Don't get me wrong. He's very good. I think he lacks a little bit of on the fly adjustments. But that's just my general opinion on that one.
A lot of people say Marcus Freeman right now is a top 5 coach simply because they made a run to the national title last year. And then, it's been a short tenure for him. He's done it, quickly. And I can get why people would say that. I will say also they've lost to some bad teams, group of 5 types. And then this year, I'm not going to get, shit on him and what they've done so far. They've played 2 good teams. I value Miami a lot right now. Right. I think Texas A&M has really proven themselves making that type of comeback. And Notre Dame, when you're looking at this roster preseason, I know it's preseason talk, but this team, everybody's like, this is a national championship caliber team, depending on how the quarterback plays.
They were.
Well, the quarterback's playing pretty damn good. I think CJ Carr's playing really well.
I do too. I agree with that completely.
I don't know, man.
He's making less mistakes than Arches.
Yeah. You got to throw the shade, but a little bit.
Sorry,
it's a fact, man. I mean, I think it's the Chad Henne haircut he's got going on, but I don't know, man. Just something about him and that team. They look good to me, even in their loss. I will say their defense, Chris Ash, you got to figure some stuff out, man. You let Texas A&M come right back in multiple times, and you got to credit Texas A&M for that as well. I mean, Marcel Reed really stood up and he showed me something.
He played very well.
So I don't know. I have them ranked. Trevor, you have them ranked.
I do.
Blake threw them out completely. A lot of social media says get them out. They don't deserve it. They have a 0 next to their name. Trevor and I are on the hot take. They deserve it still because the team still.
They get one more week for me. Like if they drop whoever they have next week, I haven't even looked at next week's who they have this week.
I mean, when I look at teams around USC, okay, they're in the top 25. They're at number 25 in the AP poll. They don't really show me much. I mean, okay, they barely beat Purdue. I mean, BYU's back there. South Florida, I could see South Florida still being ranked. They've had a good start to the season, even though they did get smacked by Miami. Mm-hmm. South Carolina just got waxed. Mississippi State, I could have them ranked. I mean, we'll look at our list here in a minute, or if you want to pull it up, go ahead.
Yeah, we can take a look at it here real quick.
Iowa State's one that people have them ranked. They have not looked good to me, guys. I know they've played Kansas State, but what is that right now? No offense to Kansas State fans, but Jesus, they played Iowa, who struggling to throw the football. They barely beat Arkansas State. I don't see that as the number 12 team in the country. I think Notre Dame would probably beat the shit out of them.
Yep.
So I don't know. I hate hypotheticals truly, like you'll see me when it comes, especially playoff season, and these college football playoff ranks start coming out, and everybody's like, well, they're a strong team. Look at their power ratings. No, I'm all about deserving. You guys deserve it. Notre Dame looks good to me. I don't know.
They passed the eye test at this point, but that's about all I'll say about them.
Yeah,
that's about enough loving on Notre Dame that I can handle for one evening. So let's just move on.
Yeah. We'll move on. We basically talked that game up, but our top 25, like I said, will come out in the morning, Trev. And we'll post that with the episode. Anything else on the AP poll? Are we good?
No, I think I'm pretty good on the AP poll stuff. Honestly,
yeah.
It's week 3. Everybody's getting into conference play, I think, this week and next. So it'll start to shape
Things will
shape out.
Start shaking out a little bit more. Yeah. So we shall see what happens. All right, let's move on and talk about our picks, Trev, and Ingrid Lives. Sure. So picks. Hey, look, 7-3 week for me.
7-3 week for me.
The boys back. All right, we're getting back in it. Trev, you have a 1-game lead currently on the overall. You're at 22-13. I'm sitting at 21-14. Blake, 19-16. He's close, but he's kind of starting to falter away.
He definitely said this year is not his year for picks so far. So he's gonna have to have a couple. He's gonna have to couple undefeated weeks to catch up.
Hey, a lot of things can happen between here and the end of the season. But we'll go down the list of games here. And, first up, Georgia Tech, Clemson. Trevor, Georgia Tech comes out. They get a nice win, 24-21 early. I mean, it was looking like Georgia Tech was going to pull away and beat the hell out of them.
Look, at the end of the day, I really think that the score is not indicative of how the game went. I thought that Georgia Tech actually outplayed them most of the game.
Yeah, there was a period there, I think really the third, that Georgia Tech kind of got I don't know if it was they just couldn't finish the drives or what was going on exactly, but it was they put up 0 on the column and Clemson kind of walked back in. But Georgia Tech finished strong. They were able to get the win. Klubnik's just, to me, not looking great this season. When you're talking about Clemson, the offense is, they had 174 on the ground, but still it's just not completely there. Like something's missing. Trevor, and then on the other end, Georgia Tech still passing well. They're running well. They're doing what they need to do to survive, and they've done that so far at 3-0. I don't know, Clemson. I'm lost on you, man.
I mean, the title of the show is literally how I feel about Clemson, an end of a favorite.
Yeah,
the end of a favorite, or however you want to phrase it, but they are no longer my favorite to win the ACC or go to the playoff. So
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me because I had them in the semis before the season started.
Had to throw this one up there.
Speaking of picks,
but no, man, I agree with you, Trev. You're talking about a national title contender on paper. They've got a veteran quarterback coming back, ton of production, all this going for them, and they're already 1-2.
And I will say that I thought the management of the end of that game for Clemson was just not well done.
No,
at all. I thought that Klubnik was playing, I guess you could say timid is the word. Like he wasn't playing with I was about to say he wasn't playing with a full deck of cards.
Some might say that. I don't
know. But no, I just felt like he was very timid, very uncertain about what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
But especially the second half of that game. First half, I thought he looked okay, but the second half, like I just felt like he lost his confidence somewhere along that line.
Yeah, it just I think the defense is still there. I mean, they still held a strong offense from Georgia Tech, especially like I said, that third quarter. They were giving Clemson room to get back, but Clemson again could only put 100%. Up one touchdown. So there's things that need to be worked on with Clemson. But I'm done with them. Obviously, they weren't in my rankings. You need to prove me something. We'll see. Moving on, Trev. Bama, they roll. The Tide was rolling 38-14. Ty Simpson's looking good. I think they're really figuring stuff out after that beat down to by Florida State.
They are.
I mean, I know Wisconsin is not the Wisconsin of old, but Bama was clicking. Now on the ground, still not really there. That's a concern for me. I don't know if that wasn't part of their game plan, which is Jam Miller out still, and it just let Ty get in a groove and just sling this thing, and he did for 382 and 4 touchdowns.
He did very good. He did very good.
But
I will say that I'm still out on Williams being an elite receiver.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that in the
I've said that
chat.
a couple weeks now, and I did said it in our group chat, is that I just think he is just too much of a one-trick pony. Is that if you have a fast enough corner that can run with him on go routes, he'll be able to be contained.
Yeah,
he doesn't do well across the middle and coming across the line of scrimmage at all.
Yeah, I mean,
so there's something that needs to be addressed, I feel like, or at least I guess going forward, paying attention to it.
No, I think that's fair. I've seen Bama fans say the same thing. I mean, they've mentioned it too, that stone hands. They're worried about stuff like that. His ability to cross the middle. Obviously, fine deep threat. He had a great game.
Yeah, he did
statistically, but still, it's just you have some concerns about that, especially against better opponents. But either way, Tide's rolling. So. We'll see what happens moving forward. Really good game this weekend. Georgia, Tennessee. Trevor, Georgia really got given a win. Tennessee had it. They blew it. The young kicker looked scared, looked like a deer in headlights. Blew the game-winning opportunity. But I'll tell you what, Gunnar Stockton really stepped up there. 304 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then even on the ground, 38 yards and a touchdown. But also on the other side, Joey Aguilar, man, he 371 for 4 touchdowns. Yes, he had the 2 picks. But I'll tell you what.
What a great trade-off. Holy crap.
Are you about to mention who I think you're
about man. Goodbye. I want to lay you. Hello, Aguilar.
That's right.
Good look.
Hey, that's a good call right there. That should be said on game days. But listen, no, I agree. They won that trade, and I think Tennessee, even though they lost, should not be really punished severely for that loss. This is a good looking offense. Defensively, you gave up a ton of yardage. That's another one. Yep. Okay, something's got to give there, but offensively, they're moving it against a very talented Georgia defense. So we'll see what happens with Tennessee moving forward. But I think that's the team that could come back into the playoffs this year. I don't know, Trevor. What do you think? You feel that?
I think they got enough power to get by some folks in the SEC. I don't know.
I need to double check their
I
schedule.
need to see them play a few of the SEC opponents before I make my ultimate. I mean, they got enough talent. I feel like,
yeah,
to get there, but
they got to fix some defensive stuff. But I think they can make a run towards it, maybe backdoor in. Right now, it's Bama and Georgia for the SEC championship.
Yeah,
Texas, I don't trust them.
Nope, not at all. I'd like to say that I'm still confident in SEC getting 4 teams in.
Yeah.
However, we're only in week 3, guys. So, I mean, obviously it's wide open.
Sure.
So, but I think that there's going to be a team that surprises us this year that gets in over someone else.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be someone that we didn't expect.
It very well could be. And, Texas A&M's set themselves up nicely with that conference win too.
Yep.
But we shall see. I know it's early. We don't like talking playoffs too much, but it's something to keep an eye on. Next up, Miami, South Florida. Miami, big win there. South Florida kind of hung around early.
They just looked a little too outmatched, unfortunately.
There's just too much talent on Miami.
It is a lot to ask for a team to go 3 weeks in a row pulling off essential upsets.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a lot to ask for one team to go week after week after week.
Oh yeah, and when you can't run, you had 1.5 yards per carry. Byron Brown did everything in his ability to get that ball moving.
He sure did.
Wide receivers did fine. Nimrod cooked him for 128 and 4 receptions. But when you can't run, what do you expect? So
I don't anticipate Nimrod to be there next year. No, I don't know. I don't think he's a senior, but
I feel like he transferred in, and I can't remember. I'd have to double check what his year is, but if you got it, shoot in the comments. But no, I think South Florida's got still an upper hand on this season the way they started, and this is a good team to watch. We highlighted them in the preseason, so a lot of people might have, but we sure shit did. All right, moving on. West Virginia, Pitt. Oh man, Trevor, this game, buddy.
I swear, I feel like every week the people that I picked just seem to find ways to go fuck it all up.
I know. I was looking at like there's no way that West Virginia does this, right? They lost their top running back. He's down for the season. Who's going to replace that? That production. And Ty Edwards jumps right in, and there he is. That's it. He goes 25 of 141.
And then Pitt forgets how to freaking play football.
Yeah. Pitt can't run the ball. So
there's
preseason, we said this about West Virginia was I don't want to play this team mid-season and on, because I feel like Rich Rod's going to have this team.
It's going to take them for I think it was you that said it, or Blake that said it. I can't remember who actually said it. But somebody said that week 5 and on, they're going to be trouble.
Yeah.
Once they get into a groove with everybody.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. And then you get a running back like Ty that steps in, and he picked up the slack from the injury. And on the other side, Pitt, you couldn't run the ball at all. 1.4 yards per carry. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
And this
Holstein did what he could when you can just sell out on the blitz. Mm-hmm. If there's no running game, what do you expect?
Yeah, this is why Trevor is not allowed to put real money on games.
Yeah. Well, that gridlock too, baby. Hey, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I respect the hustle. But yeah, we are not financial advisors.
And
follow at your own risk.
Trevor's not a betting guru by any stretch. I promise.
Oh man, but yeah, Pitt. I don't know what you guys need to do. Find out how to run, get the O-line going. But Holstein's there. He's a good quarterback. Get this guy some freaking help, and you guys can turn around the season. But you need to do it quick. West Virginia, all right. I like what you're doing.
Good
6
job.
sacks on defense, 8 tackles for loss. I mean, this team
It's official. My ACC prediction's gone.
Yeah.
It's just right out the flipping window.
Hey, West Virginia went from losing to Ohio to beating Pitt, who really
some people have as potential favorites to get to the ACC chip.
Yeah, I mean, things can change. This wasn't out of conference game, so we'll see what happens. All right, next up, LSU versus Florida. LSU comes in, wins 20-10. Kind of an ugly game offensively and I'll tell you what, what's his nuts? Brian Kelly. You know, he had a presser today, and the first question somebody asked him about the offensive struggles, and he went on a rant about how that was an unprofessional question. They just won the game. It doesn't matter. Well, let me pull up this tweet real quick that kind of describes how LSU's drives went. LSU's drives, their first one was punt after 3 plays, then a punt after 3 plays, punt after 3 plays, a field goal after 6 plays, a touchdown after 10, and then a punt, and then an end-of-half field goal. And then it was a punt, interception, punt, end of game. Like that's not good. Yes, it's 20 points. That's fine. You won. But
did you say there was an interception there?
Yeah.
Shocker. Nussmeier threw a fucking interception. Shocker.
I was waiting on you to say something. Oh, man. They call him this for a reason.
Nussmeier freaking favorite for the Heisman, my foot.
Yeah. Hey, you said it this preseason. And honestly, all the preseason favorites are not. I mean, outside like Jeremiah Smith and
I mean, the wide receivers are going to probably be there for a little bit.
But the quarterback class is just not
all over the place.
So I don't know, man. But Nussmeier 220, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The running game for LSU 4.6 yards per carry. Durham, he had almost 100 yards on the ground, which is fine. But
right,
I mean, god dang, you should win. You know, you had 5 interceptions from Lagway. So Florida's out there playing like they played, which is embarrassing for Florida. I mean, we already had a Florida fan calling for hot seat action on, Billy Napier. So I mean, LSU, I had you up high. I've dropped you lower because that, with Clemson losing and you just not looking good offensively with all the talent that's there. You need to show me a little bit more before you get my respect back. Let's move it. We talked Texas A&M, Notre Dame. I mean, again, CJ Carr, I like what he's doing. Marcel Reed really stepped up with 360, 2 touchdowns. Le'Veon Moss, he's a nice back. Excuse me. The defensive side of it, Texas A&M was getting after it too. So, Trevor, any last thoughts on this while I get some water?
No. I think we're good on that one. I think that we've pretty much covered ad nauseum Notre Dame, so I'm good.
I feel you. So I was trying to survive here. My throat's like closing up on me for some reason. But if I go down, I'm sorry. God be with you, Trevor.
God be with everyone else trying to stick with me. Jeez Louise.
All right, let's move on. Vandy, South Carolina. Really, the only thing I'm going to say here is Vandy, good shit. Good
way to finish. Job. Way to take advantage of Lenore Sellers going down.
Yeah.
Once Lenore Sellers went down, obviously the writing was on the wall for South Carolina. Unfortunately, he's the heartbeat of that team, and
he is.
Once he went down, I mean, there was no offensive rhythm once Sellers went down. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to have a backup come in and expect to do the things that Lenore Sellers can do. And it was 7-7 early. He goes down. He's got a concussion, is what I've seen, as the diagnosis. But, I mean, still, Vandy was able to keep the foot on the throat and put the pedal down and finish that game off and not let him walk back in. So, good on you. Moving on, Tulane versus Duke. Tulane gets the win, 34-27. And,
so happy.
Dude, I got to say, I like Duke. I talked good about them preseason. Mensa did 30 of 51 for 3 touchdowns. They had a 139 on the ground, but they just could not stop Retzlaff and crew. And I mean, on the ground, Jake Retzlaff had 111, 4 touchdowns. I mean, 245 through the air. So look,
Tulane's for real. Tulane's for real, and they're not going anywhere.
And they just beat the quarterback that left them. So that's that's just icing on the cake. I love to see it. So good for Tulane. They packed out Yulman Stadium. So Tulane fans, keep that fire going this whole season. You got a really good chance to make the playoffs. Last one, Trevor, that I'm tracking anyway. Ole Miss and Arkansas. What a game this was. This was a ton of fun to watch.
It was a good game.
Full on shootout mode. Taylon Green looked really good in the loss, whatever. 305 yards, 1 touchdown. He hit it on the ground too for 115, but just came up short with a fumble. Arkansas fumbled right at the end of the game. But I'll tell you the big story on this one is Trinidad Chambliss coming over from Ferris State, Trevor, and stepping in when everybody else they're like, how's this guy gonna do? There's no way he's gonna step in this situation and win the game. Well, he did. He went 21 of 29 for 353 and a touchdown. The dude balled.
He balled.
And he had 60 on the ground.
He solidified his spot as the starting quarterback too.
There's no doubt in my mind that this is now a quarterback battle, and Lane Kiffin's got some
decisions to make.
Yes, thank you. Decisions to figure out here on Monday. Because I mean, really, really great job from him. And I'll just say that was a great game. I'm excited to see what both these teams do. Arkansas is one that I wouldn't, sleep on, especially if their offense is moving like that. Watch out for Arky moving forward.
Absolutely.
Trev, anything else on that game or our picks?
The only thing I'll say about the Ole Miss game is that Lane Kiffin's got one of those situations where you're working with a stacked deck. You got a transfer coming in from a Division II program and just happens to ball out against a very good Arkansas team. Yeah. I think that's just the best possible scenario that Lane Kiffin has at the quarterback position at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean he's got a stacked deck, so we'll see if he actually can make it through this season and not fumble the bag, if you will, and lose out on the playoffs, because I love to shit on them for that one. All right. Trev, let's look at our gridlocks real quick.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hey, oh man, I know, Trev. Gosh. Hey, Blake's got a lead on the points on us there. He hit
he hit it big this week.
So I'm sitting at 2-2.
I'm gonna have to go really outside the box going forward and try and catch up.
I know, but hey, the slow guy can win the race too, right? So I mean, that's not.
What are you saying? What are you saying, man?
That came out wrong.
You got it all wrong. You got it all wrong, my guy.
Not the slow guy. I'm sorry. Whatever the fucking phrase is, the tortoise wins the race. I don't know. Slow guy.
Slow and steady wins the race. Is that what we're talking about here?
Thank you. Good Lord. Maybe I'm the slow guy. All right. So anyway, I won with TAMU. Blake got New Mexico beating UCLA and getting their coach fired. So props to them. That's like a double win. And then USF, I respect the decision though, because I mean they were rolling and then they just kind of ran into a buzzsaw. But
although I will say that even going into the UCF Miami game, I'll say that I still had confidence in USF. But in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking that Miami might be coming out of this week as the favorite to win the ACC at this point, with the way that Carson Beck is throwing the ball and managing that offense.
Yeah, I think Miami's doing really well this season. They're the favorite in my opinion as well.
Yeah.
But looking at the numbers, Blake's 3-1 on his gridlocks. I'm sitting at 2-2. Trevor's at 1-3 on the locks. So follow us at your own risk and at your own will. But hey, Blake's doing pretty good. So maybe tail him on some of these bets. You might win some money.
Yeah, never know.
We'll see how the rest of us do, come mid-season here. But that's it on the gridlocks and on our pick'em. Let us know how you did. Did you hit your gridlocks in the comments? That would be appreciated. And then after that, Trev, do a little round robin real quick on kind of some other scores around the league. If you don't mind, I'll hit those real quick.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and hit those, and then we'll hit our player and team of the week.
So we mentioned poor Kansas State did lose to Arizona. Arizona's sitting at 3-0 with Fafita and crew. Houston takes down Colorado. Could old Prime be on his way out? I don't know. Colorado not looking great. Ohio State was in a tight one early with Ohio. After the half, it was 13-9, and then they pulled away. Some other ones, Oregon's rolling. Texas stumbled, but they did win. Ark's just not looking good. Illinois is cruising. Oklahoma's up to, they beat Temple 42-0. I mentioned Iowa State earlier. Utah still winning. They're climbing. Watch out for them. And Texas Tech, they're playing, and that's going to be a good game right there. Indiana and Illinois is going to be a good game this week too, so watch out for that. A couple other ones out there that I saw. SMU was down early to Missouri State, but they came back and won. North Carolina, they trying to get things rolling. Gio Lopez finally getting some stuff going on. It was Richmond, but take that for what it is. But hey, he's got 2 wins. All right, Old Dominion beats Virginia Tech. We talked about it. Virginia Tech lost their coach, but man, great win for them. Congratulations, Old Dominion. Virginia Tech, figure it out, man. College football is disgusted at you. We need to see more. The Beachcocks lose to East Carolina, 38-0. That's one of my favorite terms, coined from our friend Jake on Dynasty. Arizona State gets a win against Texas State. Mentioned Stanford earlier. And then look at Hawaii, 3-1. I know it's Portland State, but still 23-3 win. And that's some scores from around the league, guys.
There we go.
And I think that's about it, right? Oh, we got one more thing.
We got the player and team, buddy.
That's right.
Kicking it up a notch.
Kicking it up a notch. It's time. We've got the fan vote in there. We've got our picks. Trev, throw her on up, and let's see what we got. So again, we changed up the graphic just a little bit more. Put our ugly mugs on there, and just kind of show them what we got.
Right.
Trevor, who'd you pick? And
yeah,
why?
So I went with Haynes King. Obviously, he had a phenomenal game at 20 passes, 20 completions for 211 yards, 25 carries, 103 yards and a touchdown. But more than that, he kept Clemson on their toes all game long. And I just thought that without Haynes King, they would not be beating Clemson in any way, shape, or form. And then, honestly, I went with, surprising enough for me, to be honest, I went with Texas A&M with Marcel Reed really showing out and playing a really good game. A lot better than I expected, actually. So them coming out with the win against Notre Dame, I thought that's a huge win for their program and could it's a great catapult into the SEC season for them, I think.
Absolutely, man. Great picks. I went with Chambliss. I mentioned him from Ole Miss, 21 of 29, 353, and through the air, 1 touchdown, 15 carries for 62 yards. Just really, he saved that game for them because everybody was starting to switch and say, "Hey, Arkansas has got it." I thought Arkansas was going to win regardless, but the way he balled out in that game saved Ole Miss in their season early. And then I went with Tulane as the team of the week, just because they came in, it's talking about Duke, with their old quarterback, and they still lost on the road to a group of 5 team. No Power 4 conference team is going to like to say that. So good on Tulane. You're on your road to the playoffs. Keep going. And Retzlaff's doing his thing. Blake, he picked Diego Pavia, and then Vandy, he went with both on the same team there. Vandy, they did stop dynamic team early, even though the injuries, whatever. Vandy's getting some respect now across the board. And then fan vote, Trev, what we got?
I love it. Ty Edwards of West Virginia, 25 carries for 141 yards and 3 touchdowns. And obviously, and fan vote, I like where your head's at. Old Dominion definitely deserves to be on this list for team of the week. And knocking down Virginia Tech and getting them to fire their coach.
It's
A+ performance, Old Dominion.
well done. Well done. Hey,
A+ performance.
College football thanks you. But no, that's what we got. Again, if you did not get your comments in this week, make sure you do it next week. We post it every Sunday. We want to hear from you who you think the team and player of the week is.
That's right.
And all that interaction means a lot to us, truly. It helps us, run the show. So guys, that's it for this week. Keep an eye out for the week 4 preview. That'll be out probably Wednesday morning, Trev.
Yeah.
And we're going to cover all the games. We'll break them down, give our picks, gridlocks, and all that good stuff, just like usual. Anything else on this week before we shut her down?
Nope. Just remember to follow, subscribe to all these places, and don't forget to actually put in your picks for the top 10 games next week on our post Wednesday, so we know what you're doing, and then we can kind of keep track a little bit of some of the fans that want to participate in the pick'em.
Yeah, absolutely. And we of course appreciate you guys. Keep an eye out for the top 25 and the episode first thing in the morning in case you missed it. We'll see you guys around. Take care.
Take it easy, everybody.